Welcome to Whispers of Darkness, the channel of the darkest and most chilling stories on the internet. Here, every word hides a secret, and every sound can awaken something that has been asleep inside you. Turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and prepare to dive into another terrifying story. Tonight you will hear The Mirror That Remembers, a story about time, reflection, and the price of facing a past that should have stayed forgotten. It began on a cold morning, wrapped in a thick fog that covered every street like a shroud. Clara walked alone through an ancient town where time seemed frozen. The cobblestone streets shimmered with rainwater, reflecting the grey sky. Her footsteps echoed between narrow alleys, the only sound in the suffocating silence. Clara was an art restorer, spending her days bringing old relics and paintings back to life. But she wasn't driven by beauty alone. She believed objects had memories, that they absorbed the energy of those who once touched them. She lived alone in an old apartment filled with books, tools, and relics of forgotten lives. Her grandmother used to say Clara had eyes that see what others don't. She never believed it, until that day. The antique auction was held in a dusty warehouse on the edge of town, a place where silence felt alive, wind whistled through broken windows, and water dripped from somewhere unseen. Dust floated in the air like mist. Rows of covered furniture stood beneath faded sheets. As Clara walked among the forgotten treasures, her fingers brushed over cracked porcelain and worn wood. Then she saw it. At the far end of the hall, covered by a grey, tattered cloth, stood a massive mirror. Its golden frame was carved with twisted vines, faces and serpents coiling around each other. It was both beautiful and disturbing, a masterpiece that seemed alive. She slowly lifted the cloth. The mirror gleamed faintly even in the dim light. Her reflection appeared instantly, but it looked wrong, sharper, deeper. For a moment, she thought the reflection blinked before she did. An elderly auctioneer approached her and whispered, "This mirror belonged to the Varela family. They all vanished one night." Clara frowned. "Vanished?" The man nodded. "Some things shouldn't be brought back," he said before walking away. Clara didn't believe in curses, but she couldn't resist. She bought the mirror. That night, she brought it home. After cleaning off the dust, the golden frame glowed under the lamplight. She placed it in the living room facing the window. Thunder rolled outside and rain filled the night. Only the lightning lit the mirror. It seemed to breathe. Then she heard a whisper, a soft and faint, from behind the glass. Over the next few days, strange things happened. The mirror's reflection no longer matched the room. It seemed deeper, alive. Every night at 3:03 a.m., Clara awoke to see it glowing faintly, like a candle was burning inside. One morning, while cleaning, she noticed tiny handprints inside the mirror. The glass was warm. Terrified, Clara researched the Varela family. They were a noble family from the 1800s, known for lavish parties and strange rituals. In 1893, during a grand ball, they vanished. The dinner was still served, candles burning, doors locked from the inside. Only one thing remained, a golden mirror. From that night, Clara's life fell into darkness. The whispers grew louder, sometimes laughter, sometimes weeping, and sometimes her own name. The mirror began showing more than her reflection. One night she saw a candlelit ballroom filled with pale people dancing slowly. Their eyes were black and hollow. Then a woman in a white dress appeared, her face identical to Clara's. Clara screamed. The reflection smiled. She tried covering the mirror, but each morning the sheet was gone. Sleep and sanity slipped away. She realized the mirror wasn't showing illusions. It was showing memories. Desperate, she called her friend Helena, begging for help. That night, Clara decided to destroy it. She swung a hammer at the glass. It cracked, but didn't break. A red vein spread through it, pulsing like something alive. The ballroom appeared again. The dancers turned toward her, and the woman in white stepped closer. Her lips moved soundlessly, then her hand pressed against the glass. It rippled like water. The woman reached out, her hand emerging cold as ice. Clara tried to flee, but the mirror pulled her in. Her final scream echoed from deep inside the glass. When Helena arrived the next morning, the apartment was silent. Everything was untouched, except the mirror. Inside it, Clara was standing still, staring back. Police found no body, no fingerprints, no signs of struggle. The mirror later disappeared from evidence storage. Years passed. An antique shop opened in another town. Among the items was a golden mirror. A young couple bought it, enchanted by its beauty. The first night they heard whispers. The second they saw movement. The third, they were gone. No one knows where the mirror is now. Some say it appears in old houses. Others claim to have seen it for sale online. But everyone who's looked into it says the same thing. They saw something looking back. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You've survived another dark story from Whispers of Darkness. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe for more chilling stories every week. Tales that test your courage and haunt your dreams. Comment below. Would you dare to look into the mirror that remembers? Until the next video, and remember, fear never sleeps.